Assalamu alaikum guys, this is me Muhammad Kamar. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, today is the day 32 of 3 years machine learning challenge, and finally today is the last day of learning Python. We have done the Python in 32 days. Like today we will learn about the Python virtual environment and from the next video we will start the Python projects, as we have already seen our 3 years machine learning roadmap. And if you are new on this channel and you don't know what is the roadmap, so here is the roadmap that I have created for 3 years. Here you can see that this is a 3 years plan. From July 2025 we have started it, and today is the 31st August, right? And today is the last topic of Python. We have learned almost the whole Python, and for the next 2 months we are going to just do the projects in Python programming language. So we will just make projects, mini projects, normal projects, advanced projects, different types of projects with the different type of difficulty. And also we will learn about the GitHub, how to use GitHub, full setup about the GitHub we will learn about it also. So yeah, that was the introduction of again a short introduction of my this 3 years machine learning challenge. This is the basically the phase one, which started in July 2025, and it will end up in April 20 up 25th April 2026. Okay, here our goal is to master the Python, logic building, basic GitHub and math skills for machine learning. So basically we have learned the Python, but now we have to master the Python. So for mastering Python we have to make many projects, as many projects as possible. And when we will be making the projects, so alongside, when you practice something you are actually learning it. So that's why when we will be making projects we will also be building our logic. Okay, we will be able to make logic in our programs, and also we will learn about the GitHub, how to use it. We are already using it, but we have just learned a few things about the GitHub. I am not using that much the GitHub. I'm just doing everything manually, like clicking here, uploading from here. So we will learn about the GitHub also, to control the GitHub from my VS Code. So we will do it also. Yeah, so that was the introduction of this video. Make sure to subscribe my channel to join me in this journey, and like the video as it motivates me. Okay, so Python virtual environment, in today's video we will learn about it. So what is virtual environment? A virtual environment in Python is an isolated environment on your computer where you can run and test your Python projects. So this is basically an isolated environment, an environment created just for Python on your computer, where you can run and test your Python projects. Okay, so it allows you to manage project specific dependent dependencies, right? So we will be able to manage our project specific dependencies without interfering with other projects of or the original Python installation. So it will help us to manage our projects. Basically, the think of a virtual environment as a separate container for each Python project. Each container has its own Python interpreter, has its own set of installed packages, is isolated from other virtual environment, can have different versions of the same package. And using virtual environment is very important because it prevents package version conflicts between projects, make projects more portable and reproducible, keep your system Python installation clean, and allows testing with different Python versions. So creating a virtual environment, Python has the built-in virtual environment, which is VEN, and V for virtual and this V for virtual and this env for environment. Okay, this venv virtual environment module for creating virtual environments. So to create a virtual environment on your computer, open the command prompt and navigate to the folder where you want to create your project, and then type this command. Okay, run this command to create a virtual environment named my project. So first of all, I have to make my virtual environment or my first project folder, I guess. For this I am going, actually we are creating a virtual environment. For this I am going to my local disk C, then to my folder, then here into the 3 years machine learning 3 years plan, then we will go there in the Python, and let's say I am creating a day 32 here. So first of all I am making a day 32 folder here as day 32, and inside it I am going to open it. Inside it here I will open the command cmd here, so that it will open my command prompt here, and anything I write here will be done there. Okay, so first of all we have to write the Python, then -m, then virtual environment, and then the name of my project. So we will call it as my first project. -m, then virtual and environment, right? And then I'm calling it as, let's say, my first first project. Enter it. Let's see what happens. Okay, this will set up a virtual environment and create a folder named my first project with subfolders and files like this. The result will be like this. The file folder structure will look like this. My first project, it will have include lib scripts dot git ignore, and then we have virtual environment python virtual environment dot configure or cfgis. So here I have my day 32. Here you can see that has been created, and inside it we have the include lib, which means library. Then we have scripts, and then something else also. Okay, so is it empty? Let's check it out. No, it has everything that we will be in need of for creating a project. Okay, for creating any program or software or something, we it this will have almost everything that we are required of. Okay, so activate virtual environment. To use the virtual environment you have to activate it with this command. How we can activate it? We can activate it by writing the name of the folder, then the scripts, and then activate. Again, let's open it. First of all I have to just write my, then I will press the tab button, so it will just write the whole thing that I am guessing of, right? So which is my first project. Then inside it I will write the script, I guess, scripts, and then again like this, and then I will activate it. I hope so. It is like this. Scripts, the S is capital and then activate is small. Okay, so here we want it there, so let's do it like this. Enter it, and here I guess something has been happened. It has been, I guess, activated. After activation your prompt will change to show that you are now working in the active environment. The command line will look like this when the virtual environment is active. So Windows, my first project, yes, it is like that, and then the user and your name, etc. Then install packages. Once your virtual environment is activated, you can install packages in it using pip. So we can, by using pip, which is a keyword, or you can say that a module we use for installing different type of packages and libraries. We use a pip, right? So that's why in our virtual environment, if you which is activated right now, we can install different packages in it using the pip. We will install a package called cause, I guess, right? So install cause in the virtual environment. How we can do is that just pip install cause. Let's write it, pip install cause. Let's see what we are gonna see here. I guess it is going to be installed, right? Okay, so it is installing right now. Successfully installed. Okay, it is completed. Now let's go ahead. Cause is installed only in the virtual environment. Okay, it is installed only in the virtual environment. I guess it means that it is not installed in our whole system. This is for the specific virtual environment. A new release of pip, okay, it is something else. So using package, now that the cause module is installed in your virtual environment, let's use it to display a talking cow. Create a file called test.py on your computer. You can place it wherever you want, but I will place it in the same location as the file, my first project folder, not in the folder but in the same location. Okay, open the file and insert these 3 lines in it. Insert 2 lines in test.py. Okay, import cause.cow good morning. Okay, then try to execute the file when. Okay, so first of all we are going to our VS code. Then here for the day 32, I am going to make inside the day 32 this new file, not inside my first project but outside of my first project, just inside it. Okay, not inside that, man. How we can do is, I guess I can't do it there because I want to do it, okay, to do it outside of this, inside here. Let's open with code. So here are the things that I am not that much familiar right now with, and also but we will learn them soon. So we are going to create it there, here. Okay, just open it. I will write here as what should I call it? Okay, test.py. I will just name it as test.py. We will close this for today's video and open just this. Let's test.py inside it, and I will zoom it a little so that it looks more good, not that much but this amount. Okay, and now what we will do is that just import the cause module, and then we will access the cow function or method, and inside it we will say good morning. Okay, let's do it. Import, first of all we will write the subject of this file, subject, which is uh, testing cause module for, not for but inside our virtual environment. We will write it like this. Okay, all right, just make it as comment, then the author, and then we have the date, which is 31st August 2025. Then make it comment, import cause, and then we will say that cause dot cow. Inside it we will write the good morning, right? And let's see what is gonna do. Then execute test.py in the virtual environment. We will run that file in the virtual environment. How we can do is that just write the python.test test.py. I am going to write it test python and then like this test.py, run it. Here you can see that it is, this cow is saying that good morning. Okay, okay, so it has been created this thing, okay, which is very good, I guess, right? A good diagram. It's a kind of fun, I guess. As a result, the cow will appear like this in the terminal. The purpose of the cow save module is to draw a cow that says whatever input you give it. Okay. Then deactivate virtual environment. To deactivate the virtual environment, use this command. Just write the deactivate and it will be deactivated. You will say that deactivate, right? And enter it. Here you can see that it has been deactivated as it is not right now showing like that. All right, close it. Then as a result, you are now back in the normal command line interface, which we have already noticed. So if you try to execute the test.py file outside of the virtual environment, you will get an error because cause is missing. It was only installed in the virtual environment. Yeah, that is what I was guessing, but this is not just a guess thing, it is the reality. Okay, so execute test.py. Let's execute it again. Python test.py, and here you can see that it is saying that no module named cause is installed. Okay, just clear this terminal for now. So no, not a terminal but the command prompt. Now the virtual environment my first project still exists. It is not just no it is not, it is just not activated. If you activate the virtual environment again, you can execute the test.py file and the diagram will be displayed. Okay, delete virtual environment. Another nice thing about working with the virtual environment is when you for some reason want to delete it, there are no other projects depend on it, and only the modules and files in the specified virtual environment are deleted. So to delete a virtual environment, you can simply delete its folder with all its content either directly in the file system or use a command line interface like this. So we can directly in the file system we can delete it, or we can delete it like this: remove my directory, rm for the remove, and then dir for the directory, then s, I don't know for what, and then q, and then my project, and it will be deleted. So for now I am not in the favor of deleting it for now, just okay. Then exercise: what is the built-in python module for creating virtual environment? We will write the v and virtual environment env. Okay, v for virtual, env for environment. Next question here: what is the correct command to deactivate a virtual environment? To deactivate a virtual environment, we will just write the deactivate and it will be deactivated. What is the correct command to create a virtual environment called my test? To create a virtual environment called my test, we will write python, then my minus m, then virtual environment, and then my test. This is the correct way. Okay, so finally we guys, we have completed the whole python chapter. If I click on the next, it will go to the python file handling, which I am not right now uh, ready for that. I just want to practice this whole python that we have learned so far. So we will make projects in these things, and in everything we will try to make at least one project in everything. Okay, so that it will cover everything, and then we will make some mini projects, some advanced projects, some job ready projects, so that it will be for good for our resume, for our cv, for our profile, for our github, and uh, for many other reasons, for our practice also. So thank you for watching, this video and for supporting me. Make sure to subscribe my channel and like the video. See you in the next video with a good small mini Python project. Allah Hafiz.